Sea Leg Journey's Sunday evening live event with your hosts, Robin and Chet. And who knows, maybe baby Enzo or Ringo will have a special appearance tonight.
Pretty sure they will.
We would encourage you to participate in the chat and join along with the fun.
That's right. Bring your questions and comments in. We're going to help you find out the things you need to know to make your next cruise the best one ever.
Whether you decide to stay on the ship or get off the ship, a cruise vacation is a vacation of a lifetime.
That's right. We'll talk about excursions, we'll talk about the ports, we'll talk about the ships, and of course, the food.
It's almost showtime, so go grab that snack. The show's about to start.
Hey, y'all, it's Sunday night. Welcome to Sea Leg Journeys. I'm Chet without Robin tonight. That's right, Batman with no Robin. She is boarding a plane as we speak, heading to Tennessee because she's got to work. Somebody's got to make money to pay for this, for cruising and all that. And why am I dressed like this? Because I was on the fence about going to the gym, and I decided if I get dressed to go to the gym, as soon as the show's over, I can go to the gym. So that's what I'm going to do. That's what all this is all about, y'all. Just to motivate myself to make sure I go. It's been about almost a month since I've went because, you know, when you're getting ready to go on a cruise, you want to drop some weight before you go, right? Yes! I'm down 14 pounds. Woo! So this weekend, we kind of took a break from it. We added some carbs in this weekend, y'all. We got some gelato. Gelato. We got some tortilla chips with some guacamole dip and some salsa. And we ate. And so I only gained back a half a pound from those extra carbs this weekend. So I'm like, yeah! The thing is, I'm all carved up. Everything feels good. The muscles don't ache again. They're ready to go do something. So I'm going to take advantage of it and get in that gym, burn off that half a pound of all that gelato and tortilla chips that I ate because I'm only 21 days away from getting on an MSC seashore. So when you see us 21 days from now, if we're Sunday Night Live in it, it's going to be from the MSC seashore. It won't be from here in Sea Leg Journey studio. But let's jump over here and say hi to some people real quick. We've got Tiffany, baby shark, lava shark coming in saying, hello, Chet and Robin. Just me tonight, Tiffany. Just me tonight. Robin will be on her way up there to Tennessee, doing it up. Got to make some money. She'll be there all week. She won't get back till the wee hours of Saturday morning. Yeah. So she'll be sleeping in that day. And the Z-Man's here saying, good evening, Sea Legs. Sunday, fun day. Right on, Z-Man. Good to see you. Honk, honk to you. Fearless Rambler here saying, howdy, Tiffany, Lava Shark. Right on. Hey, Fearless, good to see you tonight. We're having a good time over here tonight. I'm psyched. I'm pumped up. I'm ready to do the show. I'm ready to get to the gym. And then I've got a whole week of doing stuff around the house. You know, while she's not here, I can be making noises and stuff that I couldn't do if she's working, you know. I got stuff I can do. Noisy stuff. And let me make sure I haven't missed somebody here. There's Antoinette at Fun saying, good evening, Robin and Chet. Right on, Antoinette. Good to see you here tonight. Woohoo! Tell Angelo hi for me, too. Cruising for One saying, good evening. Hey, Jeffrey. Hey, Jeffrey, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Hey, have you decided to get on that Sun Princess yet? I know. You know, that's getting close too. You know, December is coming faster than we think, y'all. It's going to be here before we know it. I mean, it's already, it's almost summertime. Good grief. Can you believe that? And Marjorie's here. Hey, Sea Lake Journeys. Hi and good evening. Hey, Marjorie, how's it going? Woohoo! Yeah, she's going to be on that Sun Princess with us. How about that? And there's Aaron Smith saying, Happy Sunday. All right on, Aaron. We're going to get it on here Sunday night tonight. Energize you, pump you up, get you psyched up, ready to go for the week. Woo! I'm excited about it already. Mark the Shark in the house. Get your salutes up, everybody. Right on. He's saying hello, all you beautiful people out there. Right on. Mark the Shark. We are totally in agreement with you on that. Nice job, Chet. Thanks, Jeffrey. Now, hey, did y'all notice too back there the critters tonight? The Miffy and Snoopy and Bucky. They have got themselves a carnival ship on a stick. I don't know how they got that. Them jokers done went and got on a cruise while I wasn't looking and came back. They must have did a 3-day cruise this week and won a ship on a stick. I wonder what they did to win that. I don't know. Awesome, Chet. Right on, Antoinette. Woo! Awesome. Right on. And there's Scott from Controversial Cruising coming in saying hello to everyone out there. And just a reminder, y'all, he had a fantastic live show Friday night. He did the Match Game live show over there with Carnival Cruise Addicts, Chris and Liz, who are just on live before me, by the way. They come on at 5 o'clock on Sunday afternoons. And then also Cruise Life TV with Greg and Michelle and Sea Lake Journeys. And we had a great time coming up with words and the panel and people in the chat trying to match up, you know. And I was very shocked that nobody can match up with words like epiglottis. Nobody matched my epiglottis. I was shocked. And we have got a Carnival Cruise Addict raid right there, y'all. Hashtag CCA raid. That's right. Chris and Liz was on before us. And they had a topic there tonight. Part of it that I was watching, you know, I don't even know if it was really part of their show, but it's a topic that comes up. And Robin had mentioned it to me. I didn't really consider it I said, I don't know if I want to do it or not. I struggled this week with getting something ready for tonight. But it was the same thing they talked about. And they were asked about what cruise line or what cruise would they recommend from somebody in the chat. And I get questions like that all the time. If I'm at the dog park, I'm at Publix or Walmart or wherever, you know, people say, well, okay, you know, because I'll tell them your YouTube channel. They say, well, what cruise would you recommend? And it's funny. So we'll talk about that here in a second when we come back. Like right there, I like Lotto Gelato. I love gelato. And you know what got me hooked there, Jeffrey? Cruising for One, Princess Cruises. Thanks to Princess Cruises, I can no longer eat regular ice cream because gelato is just better. When you acquire a taste for that gelato, it is better. I didn't believe it. People said, oh, gelato is better. And I'm like, it's ice cream. It's ice cream, people. But then when you eat it, it's not. So thanks, Princess Cruises. There's Danny D coming in also on that CCA raid. Danny D, right on, a spectacular supporter. Thanks for being here. And Cruise Life TV. Hey, hello, everyone. Hey, Greg and Michelle. Did Michelle get back home yet, or is she still gone? Because now Robin's gone. She's gone to Tennessee. I'm sitting here doing it up. Will G coming in right on, coming in from that CCA raid. Also, glad to have you here, Will G. Woohoo! And there you go. Scott's got a great idea. Hitting that thumbs up. We sure appreciate it, y'all, because look at this. I got no thumbs. Oh, somebody just hit a thumbs up. Thanks for that. I appreciate it. Hey, Chet. Hey, everyone. Coming in from, there's the Carnival Cruise Addicts themselves, Chris and Liz right there. And yeah, I was just talking about y'all. Was your ears burning? Your ears burning? Yeah. A question in your chat really caught my attention because Robin had mentioned it to me for the show for tonight as well. Hey, there's the mother and daughter duo coming in saying, Chet and Robin, hello. Hey, y'all. Good to see you here tonight. Answering that 21 days. Yes. I'm almost into that hashtag KMA. I'm almost answering that. So you can remind me when I get there. I'm sure I'll get a lot of reminders of that. Gelato is pretty awesome. Yes, I love it. I got hooked on it from Princess. And when we got home, we actually found some in the store. And I was like, dang, that tub like this costs as much as a half a gallon of ice cream. But, you know, so I said, you know what, we'll just try ice cream again. This was, you know, a couple years ago. Got ice cream and was eating it. It was like, man, let's go get some gelato. Tiffany saying, hey to y'all. And there you go. We got a lot of highs in here tonight. Everybody's saying hi to each other. We love it. And if you want to put your link in tonight, hit hashtag SLJ. Hashtag SLJ. My little robot will put your link up. People can find you, get to know you, get to love you like we do here at Sea Leg Journeys. Right on. Hey, Kathy Mills. Woohoo! Hey, Kathy, how you doing? She's saying good evening. Good evening to you. Kathy, I'm ready for the gym. Can you tell? I'm getting psyched up, pumped up. I got my energy up. So we're going to do it here tonight, y'all. Carvel says, hey, Tiffany. We got a lot of good haze in there. Greg and Michelle saying, Chet, you guys did great Friday night. Hey, I thought the whole show was just fantastic. It was super fun. I want to thank Scott again for inviting us to come on to be the guest panel. Cruise Life TV there, Greg and Michelle, Carnival Cruise Addicts, Chris and Liz, they are the regular panel. You'll see them on all the episodes on a regular basis. We're the guest people, and Scott's looking for guest people, and he's got a link in that show. If you go over and check it out, we have it out on our channel. Cruise Life TV has it, Carnival Cruise Addicts, and Controversial Cruising. Scott will have a link in there so that you can go in there and see if you can get onto that show and be part of that panel as a guest. Cruising scene right there. Sharon and Gary saying hi, Robin and Chet, Sea Leg Journeys. Hey, y'all. Hey, I see y'all are getting dangerously close to 1,000 subscribers. Put your link in there, Cruising Scene. Hit hashtag SLJ. Maybe we can round you up 1 or 2 subscribers tonight. Get you really, really close to that 1,000, y'all. How about that? And there's Scrow's Nest coming in saying, hey, Chet and everyone else, they just got monetized right there. If I'm right there, Scrow's Nest, I believe you just got everything you needed to get monetized. That's fantastic. We know what great milestones these are. Getting 1,000, getting monetized. It's exciting times. It's just exciting. Let me scroll, make sure I didn't miss anybody here. Whoop, whoop. We got Bill coming in. Bill from Warmstrong Adventures right there. Now, you talk about a world traveler, a globetrotter right there. Bill, he's got more answers than I've got questions about cruising. So I get answers from his shows all the time watching them. I'll be lurking, Bill. I'll be lurking on your live shows. On deck with CB going, hey, Chet. Hey, on deck, what's going on, y'all? What y'all wearing? Man, y'all look like y'all having a good time in that picture of y'all. That's great. You know, what better time is there to have than cruising? Do you get asked by people, what do you recommend for cruising? Because you don't have to be a travel agent. Now, I like to point people in the direction of a travel agent. I say, our channel is about helping you discover what cruising is all about. We're going to show you the ships. We're going to show you the ports. We're going to show you excursions. We're going to show you activities on the ship, things like that. And then when you're ready to do that, here are some travel agents. Pick one of these guys right here. They're going to help you find the cruise you want. Danny D throwing out the blanket, y'all. The blanket hey to everyone out there. Right on, Danny D. Make sure I'm going to scroll one more time. We got the Bud Files right there saying hi, Cruising Scene. Hey, Bud Files, what's going on, Sue and Joe? We got to get y'all on a cruise one day. I'll tell you what, y'all can get down there. We could get Joe lost on an island looking at the history stuff, going through pirate museums, going out there and Mayan excavation places and pyramids. He may never come back home for a couple months, you know. And Cruising for One says, the Sphere class is not for me, but I know many will like it. Jeffrey, I've looked at it. It's huge. It's the same size as an XL class ship of Carnival, like the Mardi Gras Celebration and Jubilee. And we didn't think that size ship was going to be for us. We're like, I don't know, it's just a little bit too big. But we went ahead and tried the Mardi Gras anyway. And in some aspects, it was a little too big. However, it had some things on it that we couldn't do on other ships that we got to do there. So we had a kind of a new appreciation for it. And the Sphere class is going to be the same, I'm sure. Some of the venues I look at and I'm like, I don't know if I can dig that. You know, where the stage, they don't really have a stage set up anymore like a regular stage. They got that round thing like Holland America and Celebrity has, where you sit almost completely 360 around the entertainment. And I'm like, well, if I end up sitting here, I'm only going to see the back of what's going on. So I don't know if I'm going to like that either or not, but I'm going to go give it a whirl. There's a lot of other things on the ship that I'm sure I'm going to like. They got this magic show bar place where, it's like a specialty dining, and you go in through a secret door, and then they got a bar there with specialty drinks that are made only there, really funky, sensational kind of stuff. And then they got, guys doing magic tricks in there. And then you go in and see another regular magic show. And it just looks, it's something unique and different that I think I would like. But, it's going to be like anything else. There's going to be stuff we like and stuff we're like, eh. And I'm afraid the stage is going to be something I'm not going to like. But I'm going to go find out anyway. I'll let you know, Jeffrey, if it's any good or not. That's for sure. I will let you know what our thoughts of it are. In fact, I'm going to try to do 2 shows in there. One, maybe if we get to sit over on that back section where I'm afeared we're not going to be able to see nothing, that's particularly what I'm going to be looking for, to see how does that entertainment work in there. It's got to be something totally, totally different. And we got a lot of heys in there. There's Z's Gaming and Home Theater coming in too. Good evening, content creators. He's watching NASCAR and playing CS R2 Racing on his phone and watching Sea Lake Journeys. You talk about a multitasker. Z-Man, you get the multitasking double squeaky tonight. Because, I do the same thing sometimes. Sometimes I'll put somebody's channel on because I want to see what they got going on. But I'm also, doing notes on something that I'm going to do for our show. Or I'm over here doing something in the house, I'm washing dishes and I'm watching them on the big TV, things like that. So yeah, you can multitask. You can do 2-3 things at one time. Scott says in the Sea Wave Lounge. Sea Wave Lounge. Is that what that is on the Princess ship? If it is, I'm gonna check it out, y'all. I'll let you know in December. Snoopy was the linchpin for the trivia team. Laugh out loud. Yes. I think you're right, Aaron, because Snoopy, he knows stuff. He knows stuff. He is a trivia guru. I ask him stuff all the time. He always gives me the right answer. Oh, yeah. Match game was fun. Yes, I thought it was awesome. It was awesome, y'all. If you didn't see it, go back and watch that replay. It's going to be worth it. Hey, did I mention our cruise countdown is 21 days and 28 days? 28 days is for that NCL group cruise. How many of y'all are going on that? Raise your hand. How many of you want to go on it? Raise your hand. It ain't too late. You still got 28 days. Get a hold of Bruce at ocean2oceantravel.com and come on and get on that cruise with us, y'all. It's going to be awesome. I'm pretty sure it's going to be super awesome. I can't even say that word. Epiglottis? Oh, boy. I remember that from a high school science test we took because we thought it was so funny. Me and some other guys were drawing a comic strip characters and stuff, making our own comic strips at the time. So we needed an arch enemy for a villain for our superheroes. So we came up with the epiglottis as one of them, the epiglottis. So our science teacher says, well, if you're going to use epiglottis, you better know what it means on our test. So we made sure we knew what the meaning was for the test. Solo cruising and more. First time here. Carnival Cruise Addict sent me. Laugh out loud. Hey, you know what you get? Solo cruising, you get the double squeaky, and I'm gonna give you something special tonight. How about this right here?
Very much.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. That's coming from one of our 3 dogs. That one, he's no longer with us. He's with us here in spirit, but we thought we'd throw him up there on a commercial, saying thank you to stuff like that. Aaron Smith's welcoming in Solo Cruising and more. Right on Solo Cruising. Hit hashtag SLJ if you would like. Put your link up. Let people find you. Get to know you. Get to love you. Like we're going to do. Because we're going to have to subscribe to you too when I get off the air. And Chris, I'm in Batcher mode. Right on. Batcher mode. And Cruising for One says, I'm all thumbs. Right on, y'all. Welcome, Solo Cruising and more. That's a name I can identify with. There you go. Another solo cruiser right there, Jeffrey. He puts up some blogs and it's tips that everybody can use. You don't have to be a solo cruiser, but they're aimed that way, but they're good for everybody. And they're so professionally written, y'all, that I love to go read them. I sure do. What's this? Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. Aaron says Aldi carries some gelato at least sometimes. Yeah, Publix always they have one brand. I forget what the brand of it is. We don't eat much of it because we're trying to get our weight down. But after a couple months of dieting, it was time for some. So now the next 3 weeks will be a cinch. We can make it to get on that cruise ship. Love my gelato, y'all. There you go. That's how you do it right there, Scrow's Nest. There you go. That's how y'all do it. Y'all figuring this out. Good deal. And I'm going to just roll one more time here. I'd love to try Carnival, but can't find an affordable cruise. Carnival always was the cheapest, but since COVID, after about a year afterwards, the prices have been going doot, 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 doot. And I book so far ahead. I book as much as 2 years ahead when I book a cruise. And when I go look now, let's say I've just booked an interior room right here. Go looking for an interior room now on the same ship for the same week as if I was doing it if I hadn't have booked it. And it's so much more. Oh my gosh. I'd be like, no way. No way. I could have got a mini suite for that 2 years ago, on the same ship. Thank you so much. Thank you, Scott. We thank you, brother. Thank you for inviting us to that show. We loved it. We had a fantastic time. Robin was still giggling about it today. From the vibe I got, Bolo for SLJ to return to the match game. Hey, we let Scott know that, he's got his guests coming in. He's got his regular panel. If a guest can't make it, or somebody had to cancel it last minute or he couldn't get nobody that week, I said, let me know. I can be ready in 10 minutes. 15. Give me 15 minutes, guys. We got the fam coming in. The fam adventures. Right on. Good to see y'all here tonight. Scott says, they'll definitely be back on the panel, Aaron. Hey, we'd love to do it. It was fantastic fun, y'all. It really was. Together we travel. Good to see you here tonight. Woohoo! Thanks for joining us. There's Addicted to Ships and Trips. Hey, everyone. Hey, Addicted to Ships and Trips. I think that's a new person, too. How about a double squeak for you? Thanks for joining us here tonight. We're Sea Lake Journeys. I'm only half of me here tonight. But, hey, let me get on to a little bit of this topic that I kind of was going to do. But then I saw it over on Carnival Cruise Addicts. Somebody says, can you recommend a cruise? Do you get those questions? I get them all the time. And how do I do it? I usually ask a couple of qualifying questions, where do you live? And I was so blown away that Chris and Liz did the same thing. Hey, we see that you live here. The nearest cruise port to you is this. I thought, that's brilliant. That's brilliant, And instead of sending them way far away to a different port, aiming them at a port that's near them. And then they point out, once again, I was 100%. It's like they were reading my mind or I was reading theirs or something. Go for more than a 3-day cruise. Don't just start off going on a 3-day cruise. Go a little bit longer. Try to at least I'd get at least a 5-day cruise in, if not a 7 for your first time. I thought that was a great recommendation. Also, don't get on the biggest, gigantic ship going out because that may be sensory overload. You may be like, I thought that was a wise choice too. And I would do the same thing. I'd say, let's go for a little bit smaller ship when it's still got a lot of stuff, especially if they're young, active, and they want to, if they want to be climbing stuff and sliding down stuff, then you want to make sure they're on a ship that's got that stuff. But to get one, get on a super mega ship might be too much. But yeah, I thought, wow, what great questions they're asking and what great advice they're giving. And they're not even travel agents, but they were asking questions like I would imagine a travel agent would ask. I was like, wow. And then, of course, somebody suggested to them that they should be travel agents. I would have to concur with that. I would. I think they would do well at it based on the questions they were answering, how they was answering. I was impressed. So, yeah, hopefully you know how to help steer somebody. And then the best thing to do, what I like to do too, is steer them to a travel agent. We've got 3 members of ours that are travel agents, so we always steer towards them. Somebody asks us, I'll say, hey, let me recommend some here for you. And, take your pick. Go over, check their YouTube channels out. And, because sometimes looking at their channel will help you make up your mind. You say, oh, they were on a ship that I'm interested in because it's going out of the port where I live. Oh, that's great. So things like that. And so I help them get more help with a travel agent, which they're probably going to need if they've never cruised before. So I thought, wow, that is so great. So great. Cruising for One says, I get asked all the time, what is the best solo cruise line? My answer, the one that is best for you. Yeah. What is the best one for solo? See, I wouldn't know. I mean, based on conversations I hear, I'm like, well, I mean, it's just like anybody else, whether it's a couple or a family, you ask them other qualifying questions, are you going with a bunch of kids? Well, you can't recommend Virgin because no one under 18 is allowed. So can't point them toward Virgin, right? But if they say, I don't want any kids around. Do you have a cruise line that don't have no kids? Matter of fact, I do know one. It's called Virgin. So yeah, these questions, they're going to come up to you, steer them toward a travel advisor. Say, hey, hold on, I know somebody that can help you out. Whoop. See me traveling right there. Kurt and Marcia coming in saying, evening, Chet and Robin, Sea Lake Journeys. Hey there to all in the hashtag live chat. Food prepping here for the upcoming week. Right on, Kurt and Marcia. Hey, let me just stop here and remind everybody, 6 o'clock tomorrow, Wednesday and Friday, you got Jimmy the Astute Tourist coming on with Kenny the Ford Man. And Monday through Friday, you got at 7:15 Eddie Lugo Studios. At 8 o'clock Monday through Friday, you got right there, See Me Traveling, Kurt and Marcia. Woo, a good time over there, y'all. And on Wednesdays and Friday, you got Sea Lake Journeys at 8:30. 9 o'clock, you got Go Live Together with Eddie, Jeremy, Cheryl, and Scott. So you got a whole lineup there right through the week. If you forgot that, check out Eddie Lugo's got a Facebook page. And on that Facebook page, he gives you a rundown the day before. So if you want to know what's going on Monday, you can check it out today. If you want to know what's going on Wednesday, you check it out on Tuesday. How about that? Oh my goodness, what is going on here, y'all? We got Carnival Cruise Addicts coming here, blowing my mind with the $10 super chat. They get not the one, not the two, but the triple squeaky, and one of these right here. How about this?
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much.
Very much.
Well, thank you very much. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Alert. Hold on. I'm clicking the wrong stuff over here.
Thank you.
I don't know how to operate these buttons, y'all. We love y'all's energies too, Chris and Liz. We really did. Super fantastic people. You got to get over and check them out. They were on 5 o'clock on Sunday, right before me. How about that? So get over there on Sunday, get cranked up, get ready to come over here to Sea Lake Journeys. Sure appreciate it, guys, very much. And y'all got Ringo and Baby Enzo because y'all got to see them Friday night. So I knew you'd recognize them. They were in the show all Friday night. Enzo doing this. That's his. I want. And DeFam showing you how to do it. Hit that hashtag SLJ. So do the rest of y'all get questions like that? I know some of y'all do. Hey, there's Michael the Realist coming in. Right on, Michael. Good to see you, my friend. Hitting hashtag SLJ. Right on. Sure appreciate you coming in, Michael. And he's saying, Sea Lake Journeys. Hello, good evening, cool, dear friends, Robin and Chet. Just me tonight, Michael. Robin's on her way to Tennessee. She's halfway there, I think, by now. Cruising for One says, when I was sailing on Royal Caribbean, I tried the Oasis class. Yes, there were some things that the Freedom class did not have, but I'd still pick Freedom over Oasis. But that's just me and what I like. See, that's a great point right there, Jeffrey. I watched Have Luggage Will Travel the other night, and they were talking about they went on a smaller Carnival ship. Gosh, I want to say the Triumph. I don't know if that's right. I forget. Same size class as the Miracle, which we'd been on earlier. So it's much smaller than a Vista class or a XL class Carnival ship, much smaller. But yet they really love it. It's a Spirit class ship. There you go. They were on Spirit. And they were talking about what a great time they had. They were just, really blown away by it. So, I'm glad they make different size ships. And in fact, I saw somebody taking a vote the other day online, and the question was, if Carnival started making smaller ships, like the Miracle, the Spirit class ships, if they started making those ships again, would you be excited and would you get on those ships? And I'm scrolling through comments. Yes, 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 yes. And just hundreds of yeses. So there is still a great interest in smaller ships because it is different experience. The last smaller ship that we were on that I really remember well was a princess ship. It was the no, I said that. I can't think of that. The Island Princess. There it is. The Island Princess. Much smaller ship, but what a great time we had. It didn't have all the bells and whistles, of the larger ships like Sky Princess and stuff, but it had something different. The crew was different. The experience was different, and it was quite enjoyable. And so I'm like, I'm keep that in my mind, because sometimes you want to get on a big ship, sometimes you don't. It's like, I'm enjoying mountains. And of course, some people have their preference over a particular size ship or particular cruise line. Maybe in recommending a cruise, some people are going to recommend them toward the largest ship, like the Oasis class ships. Oh, you got to get on that, man. It's got everything. And other people are going to point them toward, get on the smaller ship first and get the, a different cruise experience. Find out what the service and how the crew can be, because it is much different on a larger ship. And let's see. Oh, we got a bunch of hellos. Hello, 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 hello. I hope I ain't missing nobody here. Hey, there's the Cruise Nuts. Cruise Nuts, Mike and Tracy coming in saying, hello, Chet. It's a nutty world right now, Cruise Nuts. Thanks for joining us right there, Mike and Tracy. Hey, guys, if you want to see the ships from a different angle, if you want to see from a drone footage all around these ships and see places that you couldn't otherwise see, that's your channel right there, Cruise Nuts. They got some fantastic footage of all kinds of ships, many, many ships. I always check them out, and I like looking at them before I go, because I can ooh, I'm going to find that place. And it's funny, you'll see the crew pool. You can't get to that pool, y'all. If you see a little round one or a little square one on the front bow of a ship, try to find it. You won't be able to find it. That's the crew pool, but you can see it on their videos. And we got more hello, 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 hello. I want to make sure I don't miss a comment too on what's going on over here tonight. Well, we got a few people in here tonight saying hello. We sure do. We got Travel Adventures with Eric B right there. Hey, Eric B, how's it going? Yeah, Eric B finally got started cruising, just a couple years ago. He'd been all over the world, I think, but never been on a cruise ship. Now he's spoiled. He's on a cruise ship too now. And we got Hikanuki World Tour. Hikanuki World Tour. Hikanuki World Tour. Hikanuki World Tour. Right on Hikanuki World Tour. It says, hello, all just subscribed here, and we'll try to subscribe to all the channels in the chat. We are a new YouTube channel looking to meet other like-minded people. We'll put your hashtag SLJ in there, and my little robot will share your link, and some people can get to find you and know you and love you like we're going to here at Sea Lake Journeys. And I'll be able to find you off of that subscription, and I'll get over there to you. If I don't, I probably won't do it tonight. It'll probably be tomorrow, but hang tight. I'll get there, okay? Because tonight, as you can tell, I'm dressed to go to the gym. I go to the gym, I'll come home, I'll eat supper, I'll take a shower, I'll pass out on the couch, I'll wake back up, I'll go to bed. You get it. Thanks for being here. In fact, I'm going to give you one of these right here. Are you ready for this?
Very much.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Okay. You just got off the Celebrity Apex and hope to have those videos up soon. I can tell you there's a lot of interest in that. A lot of interest in that ship, people. I know there is. I want to see it because I want to see that slidey thing. I've watched a couple of videos, how it works as a restaurant, and not everybody explains how that works. So maybe you can explain in your video when you put it out. Is there a time frame between when it's at this deck and when it's down here at this one? And how do you know when it's going to go? They put the schedule in the little paper, or is it just surprise we moved? We don't know when it's going to move. I'm curious about that. Siglet Journeys, with respect to you, we love your name, Chet. Woo! Thank you. Thank y'all. Thank you very much. You get a double squeaky for that, y'all. I sure love it. And we got some more hellos. Solo cruising more. Yeah, we're seeing more new channels in here tonight, and we appreciate that very much. On the YouTube machine cruise and travel vlogosphere, you'll find a gusher of loving adoration for the Carnival Pride. The Carnival Pride, you know, I think that's the one Have Luggage Will Travel was on a Spirit class ship, and I think it must have been the Pride. Yes, we did the Miracle, which is the same ship, way back in, I think, 2004, and we were blown away. It was so fantastic. So fantastic. It's off in a whole nother venue now. Otherwise, we probably would have done it again. But that, you know, that's one thing I like about Carnival too, and the other cruise lines for that matter. They'll move ships around. You may have, you know, the Pride here in Baltimore for a year or two, and then they move it down to, you know, Miami for a year or two. Then they move it to Galveston for a year or two. Then they move it to Los Angeles for a year or two. Then they move it somewhere else. I think that's great because when they're rotating the ships like that, we can all get to experience the ships that we see on the vlogs. And we go, oh, I would like to do that ship, but man, it's in Baltimore right now. It's in New York right now. I'll wait till it comes to Florida in 2 years, you know? Thanks, Chet. Oh, thank you, Cruise Nuts. Cruise Nuts right there, fantastic members. They are just awesome people, Mike and Tracy. I can't wait to meet them one day on a cruise soon, Mike and Tracy. Come on now. And that's how you do it right there. Together we travel. Hit that hashtag SLJ. Peace and blessings all. Right on. Right on. Oh, am I running late? Somebody get. Oh, no. Okay, it's Danny. Y'all check out Danny D too. Danny D is a spectacular supporter. Her whole channel is supporting other channels. That's what her channel's about. She just throws out your channel. She'll say, hey, go check out my friends at wherever your channel is. Fantastic what she does. She's just an awesome person. And everybody loves Danny D. Everybody does. So right there, please subscribe to Danny if you haven't already. And Cruising for One says, does Robin know you're in her chair? Yeah, she gave me this chair. She gave me this chair, Jeffrey. In her office now, her regular work office, she has a bench. And she had to get a bench because the dogs always try to sit on her lap while she's working. So she has to bend down, pick them up, and she's suffocating with two dogs. And then they want to get down and they want to get up. And so she decided, I'll put a bench in there. Put a bench in there, and those dogs, they love it. They got their own little set of doggy stairs. They can go up and get on that bench right there with her, and then they can get down all by themselves. It works out great. I never thought I'd see the office bench. That's right. She does not have an office chair anymore. She has the office bench. I may have to, you know, I got to go in there and video her room. It's done now. It's finally done. I want to go in there and video it so I can show y'all one night what it looks like over there. Still work in progress back here. But Godzilla, he's got me tied up. Now he don't want to get up from that chair. So I got to wait. Breaking news. Michael Jordan race car has won the Talladega 500. How about that? Michael Jordan wins at everything, don't he? Wins basketball, wins at race car driving. Who's the driver? Yeah, I know it ain't Michael driving. He ain't driving that thing. Who is driving that thing? I've heard of Johnny Bench, but never Office Bench. It's a new thing. I think we invented it. So we may have to market that under Sea Leg Journey Office Bench. Do you have dogs that want to sit with you while you work? Get the Sea Leg Journey Office Bench for only $2.99 plus shipping and handling. Why not? Hey, you know, also in talking about cruising, did you know Port Canaveral is expanding? You know, Port Canaveral took over being the biggest, largest cruise port in the world. It finally took over from Miami, a year ago. You know, Miami's been trying to battle back, but Port Canaveral is not slowing down. They're expanding for 2026. They are adding a whole new terminal. And this terminal is not going to be dedicated to just one cruise line. Because, you know, a lot of them have their own. You know, Royal Caribbean's got their own dock over here. And Virgin's got their own here. And Princess, they got their own. So they're only using them, you know, 2 or 3 times a week. Because this ship's leaving on Saturday and going out and coming back on a Saturday. And then they got another ship maybe that leaves on Sunday and comes back. So it's not getting used to its full potential. Port Canaveral's building their own that doesn't belong to any, so they can dock anybody. So if Carnival wants to bring another ship in and they say, hey, we want to do 3 and 4 day cruises out of Port Canaveral, but our other one's tied up with the 2 that are doing the 7 days, Port Canaveral's like, no problem. Come on. We can do you right here. And it's great because now they can fill in more slots, more days of the week, because they can use anybody. MSC need a dock for an extra ship? Come on. Royal Caribbean? Come on. They're open to all the cruise lines. And my big question is where are these people going to park? Where are these people going to park? Because Robin, even at the airport, she drove to the airport today and got there and spent 20 minutes driving around to find a parking place at the airport. Well, as you know, sometimes cruise parking can be the same way. The last few we've got there what we considered early and still ended up parking, up on the top floor nosebleed section over by the doghouse. And we're like, wow, where are people going to park, So Port Canaveral's adding another parking garage. It's going to hold 3,000 more cars, and it'll be done this October. So I'm excited about that. They're growing fast, and they're keeping their heads on about it, doing it right. Solo Cruising got a question. On the larger ships, do you still run into some of the same people over and over? I love that. The biggest ship I've been on is the MSC Meraviglia. No Oasis or Excel class ships yet. Yes, believe it or not, in our experience on the XL class, for some reason, I don't know why it's like this, but you've experienced on other ships, so you know. There may be 5,000 people on that ship, but you're going to see the same 200 every day. It's like, man, I see those same people. Oh, there they are. Now, some of it I get, but because they're probably in your deck. They're on your deck for your cabin. So you're passing them, going back and forth through cabins. You're going to see those same people over and over again. But then it seems like when you get to the dining room or the buffet, it's the same people again. What's going on here? Is there really only 200 people on this ship? I see there's supposed to be 5,000, but I only see the same 200 over and over again. It's the same. It's the same even on the bigger ships. I didn't notice any difference anyway. The biggest ship other than Carnival Mardi Gras we've been on is the MSC Seaside. It's a really big ship. The Sky Princess we've been on a couple of times. It's a pretty big ship. Same thing. See the same people over and over. I don't know why that is. Jeffrey says, I'll be sailing out of Port Canaveral January 2025 on the beautiful Caribbean Princess. One of my favorite ships, y'all. I'll tell you, that's one of my favorite ships. It really is. If you go on a Caribbean Princess, you're going to love it. We loved doing a sail away back there. There's a place you can go up there and stand on. I think it's deck 17. It's a deck higher than Lido. It's on the aft of the ship, and you got the big tail right there. It's Skywalker's bar, and it's like a big bar across the ship, with two beams holding it up in the air, like a whale fin on a car, and you can stand under the shade of that thing on the back of the ship and overlook the pool, overlook the ocean, overlook the deck down below. It spectacular. I wonder why they quit building ships like that, because I really like that design of that ship. Plus, it has like 7 swimming pools. Jeffrey agrees with me. Solo cruising and more. Yes, you do. It's the same thing over and over. Tiffany says, cruising for one. Johnny Bench was the catcher for the Cincinnati Reds, and he was on Hee Haw TV show. Right on, Tiffany. That is so true. He was a good catcher, world-class catcher. All right, so hey, what else is going on? Port Canaveral already has 16 ships that stay in port. That's their regular port year-round. If you go to Port Canaveral during that week, you're probably going to see 16 different ships home porting there. And they're going to add 2 more lines this year. And one of those lines is Princess. Princess is going to be going out of Port Canaveral. So far, their only port they do in Florida is Fort Lauderdale. But Princess is expanding. They're adding a second port in Florida, Port Canaveral. How about that? And the other one they're adding is Celebrity. So if you're into celebrity cruising, they're going to be going out of Port Canaveral too. How about that? Princess and Celebrity, they're that cruise liners that are just like one tier up above Carnival, Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, and they're like a next tier up in experience. That's what they call them a premium cruise line. I didn't make that up, y'all. Don't get mad at me. That's just what they called. And we love Princess. Have not been on Celebrity yet, but we will eventually. We want to go check them out. The reason we haven't so soon yet is because I watched a couple of videos a few years back, and some of the videos I was watching, looking around, they have terraced areas around the pools. If you can walk, that's great. You go up these little terraces, go up a couple of steps, and then there's a hot tub off to the side, and you go up a few more steps. There's another area like a little terrace with a table or whatever. And I thought, well, that looks fantastic if you can walk. If I got my leg on, I could get around these places. But if my leg's wankered up and I'm in the wheelchair, I look at that, I'm like, there's no way to get to any of these places. So I was like, I don't know, we'll wait, because I know Celebrity's got other ships than the one I was looking at. Like the Apex, that's something new. I haven't really investigated that much. I've watched a couple, but kind of half-heartedly, and so I'll be curious to see if they have more mobility venues. I was worried when we got on Virgin because they don't really advertise for that. They just advertise 18 and older, and they show a lot of fitness stuff. If you're into fitness, Virgin is for you. Their food is, I think, a higher level of quality if you're into nutrition, and their ship, the whole thing is laid out for, other than a great vibe, it's also, if you're if you want to be active physically, that's the ship for you, Virgin Voyages. And so I was worried. I was like, man, I wonder how ADA they're going to be, especially when I called like 10 days before a cruise sailed, and I'd tried every other cruise line. Nobody had a handicap room. And she told me, we got to find something because I got to use this time up. And I called and I said, Virgin Voyages, do you have anything in a handicap room? They're like, yeah, which one you want? I got a bunch of them. I'm like, what? So I got on there, and there's only like one other wheelchair in the whole ship. I was like, wow, how about that? So, and the ship was great. I was able to get around everywhere. I didn't have any problems when I was in the chair. So I loved it. I do love Virgin Voyages. Very different than other cruise lines. If you're tired, if you think the other cruise lines, oh, I've been on cruises on this one, they're all pretty much the same. I need something different. Virgin's the one you want to look at. That's my recommendation from Sea Lake Journeys. Connect with CruiseNet, y'all. Right there. Subscribe to the Mike and Tracy. Great channel. Great people. You got to do it. And right there, Hikanuki. Yeah, Hikanuki World Tour. I hope I'm saying that right. Hikanuki. That sounds Hawaiian. Is that like a Hawaiian? I'm digging it. Hikanuki World Tour. If you say it a few times, it's easier to say. You the best, Hikanuki World Tour. Right on. Jeffrey says, I booked a Hawaii cruise today for 2026. Into sure if I'll actually take it, but I'll be doing some research on Hawaii cruises in the meantime. Oh, cruising for one. Let me tell you, for 2020, for April of 2020, we had a Hawaii cruise booked. I booked it back in 2018. We were so excited about going to Hawaii. Had all the excursions lined up, ready to go, booked, ready to go. We was going to do it up. 15-day cruise out of LA on the Princess. I want to say, I forget which one it was. It wasn't Ruby or Sapphire. One of those, Ruby or Sapphire. And we were all excited about it. And then the sea thing came. Yeah, and shut it down. So we rescheduled it. We was able to reschedule it for October of that year. Nope. They shut it down. We rescheduled it for, I think, April of the following year, 2021. Got canceled again. So the third time it got canceled, we gave up on Hawaii. Now we're going to wait till she retires because now she can't take that much time off. So this time we're going 2 back-to-backs, or actually side by side because it's 2 different cruise lines. That'll be the last time we'll be able to do that for a while. Hold on.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for giving me a time to sneeze there, y'all. So she's not going to be able to take that much time off again. It's going to be 7-day increments starting in 2025. But yeah, as soon as she retires, though, Hawaii is on our list to do. And we'll probably be rolling out there in Princess as well. Wankered up. Yeah, wankered up. I don't know where I got that word from, but as a mechanic, we'd talk about, man, look at this thing. It's all wankered up. It's all messed up. It's all, star exclamation point up. Yeah. Not sure I meant not into sure. Hey, on Sea Lake Journeys, it can mean anything, Jeffrey. I wish Virgin was more affordable. Yeah, I know. I agree. A 5-day cruise costs as much as a 7-day cruise on Princess, really. But that's because they include so much, That's why. I do wish they were more affordable, too. I've got one booked for October of next year, and it's the same price as a 7-day cruise on other cruise lines. So I totally get you. And, hey, Chris and Liz, like my phone. Like my phone? I'm calling Batman right now. Yeah. Hey, I like being able to do silly things. I like people who like to have fun. Place to have fun. And sometimes we learn something. I write all these notes, so I have a couple of intelligent points, but then, they kind of get lost in the subway somewhere on the way to my brain. And I also want to mention, before I forget about it, Tuesday night, y'all, come on over, Ocean to Ocean Travel. They are the group that's booked our group cruise coming up November 19th on the Norwegian Breakaway at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We're also going to be running it through our channel, as well as TNT's Adventures to Sea with Tom and Terry. We're all 6 going to be in there talking about our excursions that we're going to be doing in Tortola and what's the other place? Great Stirrup Cay. So if you want to find out some about the ports and the excursions of Tortola and Great Stirrup Cay, especially running through Norwegian, come on Tuesday night. We're going to be doing it. Now, obviously, Robin won't be here with me. I said me and Robin, but, well, she'll be here invisibly, like she is right now. Hey, you got to quit losing weight. I can't even see you no more. Yeah, 109 pounds. I told you, you got to quit. No more. Don't lose no more weight. Just got off the Celebrity Apex Saturday. There were many people on scooters and wheelchairs. They didn't seem to have any issues navigating around the ship. However, we had a tender twice. Yes, and that's a great point. Hikanuki World Tour right there. If people are using wheelchairs and scooters, we always remind them, if you're picking ports that have tenders, there's a possibility you may not be able to go. And we have a video up on our channel. It's all about tenders. So anybody has a question about tenders, that whole video is dedicated to it. I think it's only 7 minutes long or something. But we have video of one of the tenders we're on, and that, they got the little ramp that goes over to the tender boat, and it's going back and forth like this. This is the boat, and this is the ramp, and you got to go up the ramp to get on here, and it's sliding this way, and then it's doing this, and then it's doing this, like pawing like a cat, and then going the other way. Yeah, and if they know that before they, if they know it's going to be like that, they won't let you off in a wheelchair or scooter. And sometimes a walker, they won't either. It's just too dangerous, or on crutches. We saw one lady when we was at Half Moon Cay, getting on a tender, and the lady had crutches. She had her foot in a cast, and man, she just plopped, face down on that thing. Man, we was like, oh my God, I hope she ain't hurt. And they got her up, and she was crying and upset, but I don't think she was physically hurt, other than, skin her knee and stuff. But yeah, it can be very bad news, tender port for people with scooters and wheelchairs. But most of the time, thank goodness, you have good weather, and it's not a problem. But I always make people aware of that they could be denied. But they'll say, but the tender's going, everybody else is getting on it. Why can't I get on it? Captain says you can't get on it. You can't get on it. You are saying it right. Right? Okay, good. Thank you. I was worried about that. Hikanuki World Tour. I want to make sure I say things right. I once made a friend of a guy who was everybody did not hate him. They said he was ornery. They said he was mean. They said he was this and that. And he had a difficult last name. And I remember trying to learn to say it right before I met him. And when he come in to where I worked, I met him. I called him by his name correctly. And he was so blown away by that we were like this. Just because of pronouncing his name right. That's all it took. And, I thought, wow, I learned then the importance of getting somebody's name right. That's why I wanted to make sure I get your name right. That's why I was seriously asking you. So appreciate that. Let's wank her up. Wank her up. Yeah, wanker's always up. It's never wankered down. Whatever is wankered is wankered up. Keep that in mind. Just saying. Just subbed right on Cruising Scene, right on. Sharon and Gary, great people right there too from Texas. Love my Texas people. How about that? We got some good Texas people in here, y'all. Bless you. We got a whole bunch of them here. I don't think scooters were allowed to do the tender. You could very well be right. We've seen that. We've seen them shut down. Luckily for me, I tried to. The night before we're going to do a tender, I stay off my leg. I wheelchair that night. Wheelchair to the dining room, a wheelchair everywhere we're going, just to let that bone have a rest so that I can walk off that ship the next day. So, yeah. Because stomping around inside of this carbon fiber, yeah, it gets to you. About 10,000 steps I'm good for, and that's if it's flat, easy steps. Hey, wouldn't we all love to do Hawaii, Sharon? You know it. Hey, Hawaii group cruise. When my wife retires, I'll plan that. How about that? If she's listening, hi, Robin from Sea Lake Journeys. Oh, yes, Virgin is well worth the cost. The value is certainly there. Yes, it is. If you got X amount of money and you're willing to take a couple days less, I think it's worth it too. That's why I booked it again. I said, I'm doing it again. And Robin says, yes, let's do it again. I ate octopus on that ship, y'all. I got to try octopus. Sea Lake Journeys live show are a good source of fun, as well as lost my clipboard. Oh my gosh, Aaron. I'm glad you said it. Oh, here it is. Thank goodness. Thank goodness for on the top moderators like Aaron. Real solutions for real cruisers. Thanks for that, Aaron. A double squeaky for you, brother. Oh, man. Agree 100%, Aaron Smith. I saw a cruiser and a mobility scooter on a Cruise World vlog, and their cruise on the Scarlet Lady. Yeah, I'll tell you, when we was on Scarlet Lady, there was only one other wheelchair besides me. It was crazy. And at 10 days out, let me tell you, you cannot call a cruise line 10 days out and get a handicap room. You can't call a cruise 6 months out and get a handicap room. Sometimes when I call 18 months out, they might say, well, there's no interior rooms left. There's no windows or no balconies. Some of them are already sold out. That far out. They buy it up quick, y'all. Welcome to the channel, by the way, Solo Cruising and World Tours, Cruise Live TV, and other newcomers. Thanks for that, Tiffany. Right on. How about hunker down? Yes, you got hunker down and wanker up. Thanks, everyone. Right on. Fortunately, I've never had an issue getting my mobility scooter onto a Carnival tender. Yeah. Thank goodness. I personally, I would recommend certain times of year, and probably August, September. I would say don't go then. That's more likely to have some choppier waters, and yeah, because that's when the rougher weather can roll in. Hurricanes, tropical storms, things like that. Of course, we're not going to be on the island of hurricane anyway, but it can be preceding. The weather can be getting rough a couple of days ahead. You know what I mean? All right, everyone, my time is up. I sure thank y'all for joining us. Don't forget to join us Wednesday morning, 8:30, Friday morning, 8:30, Sunday night at 6 o'clock, Tuesday night at 9 o'clock. Tuesday night at 9 o'clock, y'all. We're going to be talking about NCL stuff. So come on and join us for that group cruise. Woo! We sure thank you. And until then, and a welcome to all of our new people coming in. And thank you to all my regulars coming in. I'm giving a hand clap to everybody. And I just want to say, until next time, we'll see you
very much.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very
Around the channel. See you around the channel.